You have to, and look, we understand that there are millionaires on these teams. Most of them are the good old boys. We know what a good old boy is. Slang for a neck. And you can't get rednecks to do what they want to do. You can't get anybody who is worth $1 billion to do what you want to do. It just does not go with the territory. You can't tell people who got more money than most people in the world. You can't tell them what to do. Now, what the NFL is attempting to be fair-minded, and what they want us to do is think this works. We're going to give billionaires better chances to enhance their wealth, to put more money in their grandchildren's pocket, to put more things in their coffers by incentivizing hiring brothers and sisters. This is where I jump off the board. On paper, it sounds good. It sounds good. Oh, well, we're going to give you some extras if you hire some brothers. But how about this? Let's start at the rudimentary level. Why in the hell is it 130 NCAA, what they used to call FBS, now used to be called Division I, basically 130 big-time football programs in the NCAA, and it's only like 40 brothers coaching those teams. Well, now, you know what? It's only like 14 brothers coaching those teams. There are very few assistant coaches. How about starting at that level? See, again, you're trying to walk into a house with a guard who has been instructed to get rid of you. You cannot enter that party. How about this? The guys like the Mike Singletary, even though Mike Singletary was just fired from a high school team after a 1-22 record, but that's neither here nor there. People like him and others who have been busting their asses, who are clearly overqualified. Why don't you guys just go to the HBCUs? Please. My man Dre just said, Rooney rule. It won't change until we own our own franchise. And then that's the thing. You can't get in the good old boy network because you got to have more money than God to get in the NFL, and then it will only be one team, even though I totally agree with Dre. Big ups to Dre. Thank you for participating in the show. But in my estimation, and if you agree or disagree, the number's out there again, 773-797-7409. Give me a call. Slap me around if you want. It's not going to happen. Trust me. But, look, if you get these big-time ball players, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, or what have you, that are not getting MLB opportunities, NFL opportunities, NHL opportunities, NBA, NBA don't have an issue. Go figure. But if you're having issues getting jobs and you're a great ball player, do you know how easy it is to walk into one of these women houses and say, I'm Patrick Ewing, single mom, I went to Georgetown, I'm coming to you, well, you're doing it with Georgetown now. Take your ass down to Winston-Salem State. Take your ass down to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Take your ass down to wherever, any HBCU that's available. Go there. Build up that program. Make yourself the new Big House Gangs, the late great Eddie Robinson, the late great Big House Gangs. Build those programs that look like you, and you'll be bringing in kids that look like you. You don't even have to get the top of the line players, because if you're an excellent coach and you're getting second tier players, let's say all those 130 schools, they get the best 100 players. If you work from 250 on down, do you know how many players that look at Ja Morant? Imagine if Ja Morant was on the floor at an HBCU, it would be rocking. You got Mark Jackson as the coach. You got the pageantry of HBCUs, the status of Mark Jackson, and the ability of Ja Morant or any of these young boys who have been forgotten. Every year we hear about a guy that we've never heard of, and he comes to the league, whether it be NBA, NFL, and why do we hear about this dude? If that dude was at an HBCU, Steve McNair, Doug Williams, Randall Cunningham, if they were at HBCUs and tearing it up exactly the way they tore it up, and you got a Warren Moon or a Rodney Peete or one of these dudes who like a Leslie Frazier or one of these dudes who are not getting the opportunity to shine on the HBCU campus, The money will go to the HBCUs. Then Nike and the Jordan brands will be at the HBCUs. Their facilities will be upgraded. Once their facilities are upgraded, they'll be able to shine. Once they're shining, it'll be a thing to go to a HBCU. Because when I was coming up, that was the thing to do. But the facilities are dilapidated. They don't have a whole lot of money, and they don't have a whole lot of cachet. But guess what? The cachet comes with the brothers. And if the brothers start going down there and the big time coaches, the brothers who are coaches, we kick and duke ass. Just that you can get, if you're a good enough coach, you can get second tier players. Because a bunch of them Rudy Poots that's on Duke are only on there because they are popular. Not they're the best. They have one of the best coaches and they are popular. If you get the brothers to go down there and play football at HBCUs because they're being coached by the Mike Singletaries and the Leslie Frazier's and the Joy Porters of the world, what's going to happen is you're going to have experience and you're going to have Super Bowl champions. And guess what? The National Football League will start asking those guys, well, won't you come back to the league and I give you a coaching job and then you'll be a head coach. But at that point, if it's me, just me, I think differently. I tell the NFL, KMA, kiss my ass. I don't want to do it now. I'm the man there. I'm a god down here. That's the beauty of being a college coach. When you are a college coach and you're successful, you're hired to become a legend. When you are an NFL, NBA, or professional coach, you're hired, and it's like the hours. The day that they hire you, they turn over the hourglass and be prepared to fire you. It is a date that you will get fired. They want you to be down there like Nick Saban so they can buy you a house and build you a statue. And all you have to do is just keep your name in the mix. Jerry Jones will come down there and check you out. And you listen to that bullshit he got to say, and you leverage it against the student to get you a raise and tell them to go head on. That's just me. But this Rooney Rule thing, back to the point, Herm said he'll never come back. Herm, number one chief rock, Jersey Byrne, is talking about Herm Edwards. Herm Edwards is turning around the University of Arizona State. Shout out to my man Craig, go Devils, forced down. And he's turning that situation around. He got one of the number one prospects. They got the one of the top prospects at quarterback from last year. I saw him win a game late one Saturday night. The boy got an arm. He got some wheels. He got the good sense. He got cachet. And guess what? He's going to get drafted because he out there with Coach Herm, and he's going to do the damn thing. And that's what I'm talking about. If Herm can turn around Arizona State University, just imagine that same Herm on the HBCU campus. Everybody daddy know who Herm is. Everybody uncle know who Herm is. Man, going out there with Herm and do the damn thing. They going out there to get handled by Herm. They ain't out there because it is dope in Arizona. It is dope in Phoenix. Shout out to my man Craig. Got the dope crib out there. Got the slick gig. It's a nice place to visit. And I would have want to live there. But at the end of the day, if them brothers who sitting around talking about, man, the NFL on some bullshit, man, they need to look out for us, man. Take your ass down to HBCU, become a legend, and I guarantee you, when you put Doug Williams, Otis Wilson, and a host of other brothers, Willis Reed, and all them other dudes in the pros, they gonna be like, hey, what's up? And you just, nah, I'm good. But people don't think like that. They just don't. I got a question for y'all, man. How in the hell did Tua break his hip? If you break your hip, that's one of the most devastating injuries that anybody in the history of the world can have. I don't give a damn if you're 9 or 99. You don't want to break your hip. Tua broke his hip, and somehow, someway, they found in the middle of a pandemic, they found a way to get a doctor to come check him out, and he was picked 5th in the National Football League draft, meaning nothing, because he may stain the fuck out. Tua Tagovailoa may be a bum in the NFL. I doubt it, but he has the opportunity to be a bum. But all of a sudden, you got this dude by the name of Cameron Newton. Cameron Newton is a one-time league MVP, one of the strongest arms in the league. He has moxie, he has cachet, he has led a team to the Super Bowl, and guess what? He can't find a job. Tell me that ain't some bullshit. The bullshit is this. I don't know if y'all thought about this, but Cam Newton and other brothers throughout the league who have established a persona. The National Football League has done an excellent job right up under our noses at creating a league, a faceless league. The only faces that you see are Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. You don't know any other faces in the National Football League if you're a casual fan, you don't know any other faces. I can guarantee you most people could walk past Khalil Mack that's living in Chicago and wouldn't know it was Khalil Mack. So the NFL has created a bubble in which it is a faceless league. And being a faceless league, what happens is you don't get a chance to market yourself outside of the National Football League unless you want these big time quarterbacks. And if you notice, all the brothers that have been shipped out of town have been dudes with big personalities. They want to stifle those dudes because at some point they can be big in the league. Cam Newton is one of those guys. DeAndre Hopkins is one of those guys. This kid I'm going to talk about later with the Jets. He's bombastic. This dude playing linebacker and safety. If you know anything about the Jets, Jets, just in the season. Yeah, because they are fucking horrible. They've been horrible since 1968. And now they don't want to pay people. But that's neither here nor there in regards to the point I'm making. Cam Newton is a dude who is better. I've gone through this several times. I'm not going to drag you through it again. But he's better than most people in the National Football League today at his position. He's better than half of the league's quarterbacks today. Cam Newton in a one-on-one battle is better than Tom Brady. See, he got 6 Super Bowls. Kiss my ass. I don't want to hear about what he did yesterday. I'm talking about going forward. Cam Newton is a better prospect than Tom Brady. Y'all gonna see it this year. I'm going on record to say Tom Brady ain't gonna be on shit this year. I'm saying. But back to the point. He's in your face. He's outrageous with it. The way he dressed, with the big giant feathers in his hair, the damn spandex pants looking like a damn weirdo. But that's his get down. It's not for me. You still look like a weirdo, but I mean, I ain't judging. It is what it is. The facts are you look like a weirdo. But he should be playing. But he's a handsome young man. He's a physical specimen. He's 6'4" and 6'5" inches tall with a cannon arm. If he wasn't Cam Newton, if he was Tom Brady or Bill, anything else that a traditional white, something with a ski on the end of it, he would be the all-time man in the league. He would be. But he is in your face, and you know who he is, and the league is getting rid of that. It ain't about no damn health. Look, they are flying. People are flying all the time. Rob Parker, who works for Fox Sports Net, is flying from coast to coast. Chris Broussard is doing the same thing. People at the air, every time I look up, it's a damn plane in there. Those are not empty planes. So are you telling me Cameron Newton can't fly to your city and get a doctor? We're not talking about him just kicking it at the park in your city. He can't get a doctor to say, oh yeah, he healthy. This is bullshit, y'all. They want you to keep begging and kissing that. Hey, it sounds crazy, but a lot of these players need to start shopping at CarMax, start buying cheap ass houses for rental properties, and stop spending their money with these people, because every time you spend that money, you're going to give it back. Now, Rob Gronkowski has been out of football a year. A year. 365 days, 16 weeks, 17 weeks, not counting the playoffs. He was sitting on his ass. You saw he was doing weed, marijuana product commercials. I ain't going to call it weed because it has a weed, that's a negative connotation. I get it. But Rob been sitting at the crib for a year. So how in the hell he get a job before Cam Newton? This is the nonsense that I'm talking about. And if y'all don't think it's a racial component to this, how the hell is it that Tom Brady, watch this. Tom Brady set up, forced his way out. He ended up leaving New England. He forced his way out. Bill Belichick been trying to get rid of his ass. He gets Brady and Gronk a little different with the Bucks. Yeah, I hope you mean it in a negative way, Ben. That's my man Ben for Beer Street Sports. Thank you, Ben, for even supporting the show. Thanks, bro. Awesome programming. Please hit the follow on that down the top. Ben gives you hella information, hella personality. He had people on this network support the brother. But how is it that, look, this is what I'm telling you. The media is building up the brothers just to tear them down. Nobody, everybody's talking about how great it's going to be because Tom Brady picked the most advantageous place to go to for an aging quarterback. He has 2 tight ends, adding Gronk, that's 3. He has 2 wide receivers, and they even bolstered the offensive line that gave up 40 sacks